There's different kinds of nerds. There's like book nerds, there's like Dungeons and Dragon nerds. There's
someone who's a nerd is just enthusiastic about something that most people are not enthusiastic about. Yeah.
Back when I was a kid, like the nerd, it was like, oh, that guy's a nerd because he's good at school, he wears glasses, he's, you know, this type of person, you know, but now it's like everybody just refers themselves, oh, I'm such a nerd at, you know, scrapbooking. I'm a scrapbooking nerd, or I'm a, you know, whatever nerd. You know, people play these games at home, they can play them on their cell phones. That type of play, you're never gonna experience what it was like to walk into a room and have all the sounds hit you and all the, you know, all the screens go in. And there's it generates excitement. To me, it's important to preserve it. I like to see this stuff out, and I like to see people enjoying themselves playing them. And I love to see the kids discovering it for the first time, you know. It makes me feel good.
Nerd is a good thing. Who do you call when your computer breaks? Whoever you identify as most nerdy, because those are the people that know how to fix that stuff and get it working. When I graduated from college about 2 years ago, I kind of wanted to do something fun and do something not stereotypically engineering and get off and do something that engages the public and has a lot of fun. And so I went off and tried to start a business and kind of work from there, and I wanted to make a space that let anybody come in and work with the tools and the equipment and the resources and stuff that I had enjoyed as a student and also didn't even have access to as a student. And really, as things and technology kind of morphs, there are more and more tool sets that everyday people can use to do really neat stuff.
I love this place. It's when I first came here, I thought, oh, this is really about the tools. And as I spent more and more time here, I realized it's not really about the tools. It's really a social space primarily. So, but to me, the greatest thing about this space is it's kind of like Cheers in a way. You come in. There's people working out on the table out there. Hey, how's it going? You check in. What are you working on? You know, there's a lot of discourse that goes on in a space like this that's otherwise really kind of lacking for folks in my situation. So.
Let's see if I can do this. I've never actually used a microphone because not that many people showed up to my thesis on biophysics. This will hopefully be more interesting. So,
yeah, our friend in San Francisco gave a nerd night talk about gonorrhea. San Francisco had a nerd night going, and we didn't manage to actually go to that nerd night, but we heard about it, and we were leaving California, so we were like, oh, we would really like to go to something like that, so let's just start one, then we can go to these talks.
It doesn't exist, we need to start it.
Yeah.
A story about someone talking trash about nerd night at the very, I get here around 7, and they were calling it a sausage fest. So let's hear something from the ladies out here. I see lots of ladies. Yeah. All right.
Pretty much a typical nerd night, like lots of, it's a roller coaster of like emotions and drunkenness and learning.
Yeah.
So the talks come from either people emailing us or people coming up to us between or after presentations being like, listen, I really love insect sex. I must talk about this. We will provide a venue for you to talk about it. So it's really about the community and about having the people, providing a venue for people who like love to talk about stuff to go ahead and talk about it and share their wisdom.
Cattle is a plural tantum. That means there is not a singular of it in the English language. So if you're driving around in Wisconsin and you run into a singular bovine unit in front of your car, do not refer to it as a cattle. Try beast or critter.